Good morning, everyone. Michael and CJ from Mad Bow Tie Garage coming from a early morning.
Yeah.
Getting ready to leave the house here. CJ, what are we doing today?
We're going to the Cabin Fever show in Knoxville.
And I don't know if this is true. This is speculation. But I'd heard that this possibly might be the last one. So we thought, well, we better go check it out one more time. But we'll try to get that information for you today and confirm that if it's the last one or not. So let's get ready and hit the road. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button, that like button if you like this video. And here we go. As usual, it ain't got no gas in it. We're driving the wife's family truckster down to the Cabin Fever day since it's a rainy, dreary day. So let's get on the road. There's one thing you can bet on me and CJ if we're coming to Knoxville, and that is
you always got to stop at
Buc-ee's. Well, we've made it down to the Knoxville Expo Center. It's still a soggy day, ain't it, CJ?
It's a good day to come down here.
Yeah, so let's go in here and see what's going on. Yeah. Like I said, it's a soggy day here in Knoxville, and there's still some people out front here and some cars. And now let's get our tickets and get ready to head on in. It's always a sight to see walking through these doors looking at all the cars on display at this show. It really hates to affect the term Cabin Fever because you get to get out and see some hot rods. So let's go through the vendors first because you never know what kind of deal you're going to find and see what they got. Here was a nice little old Cutlass convertible for sale. Just a good driver, but make somebody a sweet car. Now, I will say this swap meet, there was a ton of die-cast vendors there with model cars, trucks, and there was also a lot of vendors with tags, Tennessee tags, dealership tags, things like that, and there was a lot of people selling the intakes. Saw several of those, but now there was still a good variety of parts at this swap meet, so let me hush up and let's see what else we can see in this. Well, Michael here's always a sucker for a good IROC, and this one sitting on the original tires, the Goodyear Gatorbacks, and showing 11,000 actual miles. I wanted to take that one home. All right, enough of me drooling over that IROC. Let's check out the rides in the show, like this beautiful C6 Chevelle, and let's see what else is out here. Like I said, this is a great show, but one reason I'll never take a car to this show is how tight they pack these cars together in this building. They're practically right on top of one another, but still, there's a lot of great cars. we stopped here and seen our friends from Chevy's and Smokies and Corvette Expo. Greg and Steve, they do a great job at this event, and they're giving the Corvette away again, bright yellow. So make sure you put this event on your calendar, March 19th through the 21st. It's always a great event. Now, I'll have to say, this is my pick for the show. This beautiful blue OBS truck is something like I would have grown up in the 80s and the 90s, and I love this truck. It's a set up right LS swap, beautiful interior. This is my pick of the show. Well, we made it back to the car, ain't we, CJ?
Yeah.
Pretty good show. It was really a lot more cars, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lot more.
Vendors was down a little bit. Of course, we've noticed that here more and more car shows, but on a good note, this is not going to be the last Cabin Fever show. We confirmed it through people inside the show that this wasn't going to be the last one, so that's a good thing for them. This is, like I say, just a good little show to kick it out, have the Cabin Fever and get out and enjoy on a winter's day, but really it ain't winter because it's rainy outside.
Yeah, and it's 60 degrees.
Which I ain't going to complain about that either, so... But y'all, that concludes the coverage of the Cabin Fever Rod Run. Of course, me and CJ's got one more stop we got to do.
It's always a Knoxville stop.
And we'll add this at the end of the video. But I'm Michael.
I'm CJ.
Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we'll catch you on the next episode of Mad Bow Tie Garage. Good in the neighborhood, ain't Applebee's. All right, now we're ready to hit the road, but who knows how far up the road. Not just kidding,
Probably
y'all.
not very far.
So, y'all, again, we got to stop at Austin's when we come into Knoxville and eat. So if you've never been to Austin's, never been to Cabin Fever, come on by and try it out.
Yeah.
It's always good. So anyways, that's it for today, y'all. Please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Mad Bow Tie Garage.